And I'm live. Welcome to the McCaffrey Crafts live stream. Uh, I am Francis McCaffrey, and I'm just trying to go live on a few platforms at the same time. So every Friday, I make myself available to you guys in the community, and I'll answer as many questions as I can. Um, so I'm a blackthorn shillelagh stick maker, or I make wooden walking sticks, and yeah, it's quite a journey. It's quite a different type of job, or that you would see people involved in. So usually, for the first few minutes, it just takes a bit for people to join, and just one second now. Let's make sure everything is okay. A bit for people to join. Wait, let me just turn off my sound and the other thing. That's okay. All right. Just checking now. Okay, so if you have any questions or you'd like to know anything about Irish stick making or business, I'd be very happy to answer. And yeah, we're beginning into the Christmas run. It's the Christmas season. Well, for retailers, it kind of starts in mid-October anyway. You'll see them all kind of pushing the Christmas type of thing, and I'm no different as well. Like I will be trying to promote my walking sticks as much as possible. These are heritage products of Ireland. They're handmade in Ireland by my good self and these hands. So Keelan Morningstar says hello. Hello, Keelan. How are things with you? Thank you for joining the stream. And if any of you have any questions about stick making, about Irish culture, or about anything not too controversial, it's kind of weird when I do these live streams. Always someone throws a curveball, but like a politician, I'm very good at avoiding the tough questions. Let's see now. Mary Miles in Wyoming. Hello, Francis. Hello, Mary. How are things with you? Hope everything is good with you as well. Thank you for joining the live stream. So, like, I'll try to do more of these live streams. I probably like if you've been looking at my website recently, I've been adding quite a lot of new sticks. And after our say this weekend, I should have the website fully stocked to a level that I'm happy with, and I'll try to do maybe more live streams. I don't know, like I was thinking maybe I might do a daily live stream, but you guys would get pretty sick of me pretty fast, I think. Or maybe I'll kind of rotate. I'll do a live stream on Facebook one day, live stream on YouTube, live stream on Instagram the next day, or something like that. So I might try to do that as well. Uh, so I have been uploading quite a lot of walking sticks onto my website. If you go to McCaffreycrafts.com, you'll be able to see quite a lot of sticks. Tim says hello on YouTube. He says hello, Francis. Haven't been around for a while, but neither have you. Happy Samhain. Thank you very much. Samhain is actually quite a dark, twisted, sinister festival, rooted in like the supernatural and stuff. So I don't know, is it a happy Samhain or something like that? If you it depends on how you look at it as well. I don't know, like happy Easter or something, or happy Christmas. But I don't know about Samhain. Let's see. Hi, Francis. Hope you're keeping it well. Hey, Martin. How are things with you? I'm doing pretty okay. I'm not doing too bad at all. Let's see. Keelan says, I got a good stick. I still got to shorten slightly. Going to try to make my first cake out of it. Should you store them hanging upside down or something? Yeah. If you want to hang them like this, just hang the heavy side down. It just helps with the flow of the sap. It usually after you so if you are going out to cut a piece of wood or blackthorn, one of the very important things that you should remember is that all woods needs to season. And what is seasoning? To season a piece of wood means you have to allow like the sap and the moisture to kind of come out of it until it gets like really, really hard. Now, with blackthorn, you cannot straighten or work on it until it's fully seasoned. Other woods are a bit different, and it takes 2 to 3 years, which no one seems to listen to me with as well. Paul Carter says, "Good day, Francis," and hi, Mary as well. Keelan says, "Autocorrect." Yeah, that's fine. Like, because when you're typing to these live streams, for some reason, sometimes they'll just automatically like post, and yeah, it's okay if you make guys make spelling mistakes. Like I'm not a grammar kind of guy here. It's okay to make It's okay to make mistakes. I don't mind. A few spelling mistakes is all right, as long as I can kind of get the gist of it. And happy sound as well. Not sure what else to say. Well, Keelan, just be your good self. Tell me about any gossip in your area, any local things that are going on as well. Uh, I'm always up for talking about any topics. If you don't know what to talk about, I will just talk about myself, a topic that I'm always happy to talk about. And I am a shameless self promoter. I put a new video on my channels today. I'm trying to do a bit of motivational. I've decided that every now and again I'm going to try to throw out some kind of motivational type of things, to you guys in the community, because like a walking stick is so much more than just something you carry. It's like, it's a piece of nature, and it adds a lot of value and helps a lot of people as well. So I kind of want to kind of put out a new message this Christmas, a message of positivity, a message. My whole kind of messaging this kind of Christmas run is very positive. It's about a walking stick is just something more than something you just carry. And that was a mouthful for me to get out there. I hope you're well, Mary, as well. Paul, well, what about me? Still love the hair. Oh yeah, you loving my hair, man. It's all right. Nothing weird about another man telling another man about his hair being very good. So I appreciate that as well. I do like. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I love being praised. I definitely like the compliments as well. And if you want to catch my attention, always give me praise. It's good as well. I think that, like, guys, let's just every day in our lives, let's just try to be a bit more complimentary to each other. It's like the world has gone cuckoo, as you know, in the last few years. We're not going to like go on about all the different things and the moaning and the whinging. We are now the most positive stick community in the world. Stick people are positive people. Nothing bothers us. We don't get wound up in different things. Let's see. Keelan says, my workplace got an expansion, which is nice. The stick I had found was months ago and had already been sitting out. Not sure for how long, maybe a few months tops. It was much longer than before. Yeah, like it probably wouldn't get woodworm that quickly. Like usually it'd have to be sitting on the ground for a bit longer. But yeah, like there's something special about finding a piece of wood and putting the time and effort into making something out of it. The whole process can take a few years because you have to wait for that wood. You can't just like dive in there like head first. The thing about stick making is you learn a lot about patience, about self control. And it teaches you like a lot of very important, valuable life lessons too. So, stick making, it's not just about making a stick, it's about teaching you how to be a better man, how to have patience, how to respect nature. And if you if you really take your time and you give the wood enough time to season before you work in it, it is a very rewarding type of hobby. And I've been lucky. I've turned it into a full time job. Not just a full time job, a company. Big company is getting bigger and bigger each year. So let's go now. Let's see. My friend took the other half as well. So that's good. At least you're kind of sharing a piece of wood there. Wait 1 second now. Let me just go back here because I'm clicking on all the wrong ones. Wait. Anthony starts laughing. Elvis like, yeah. So apparently I'm Elvis now. I ain't nothing but a hound dog. I can't do Elvis. Elvis. I like the song Suspicious Minds. I'm trying to think of what Elvis songs I like. Suspicious Minds is probably my favorite Elvis song. If I had to pick one as well. When he's all pumping and sweating in Vegas and he's doing his thing, I think Elvis Sweaty Elvis is the best Elvis that you can have. Let's see. Oh shoot, I'm knocking everything over here. Maybe I should turn the camera around upside down, please. This will be better because then my finger won't be in front of the camera. That's better. Okay, let's see. Mary says, getting ready for winter. Paul, are you recovered now as well? Yeah, the winter's upon us as well. I took part with the bend, perfect with a handle to make a cane. They forgot their knife, so they napped a rock and made it sharper to cut, and it turned out good. Very good. Linda says, hi from Tennessee. Hello to Linda and to all the good people of Tennessee. One of my favorite states because the people of Tennessee buy my sticks a lot. So I gotta love you guys. Gotta love where my customers are, and Tennessee has always respected my craft and bought it continually year after year. It's one of my top states. So thank you very much, Tennessee, and thank you, Linda. Um, Todd says, "Love my stick." That's the weird thing about having a stick. You do get affectionate. It's like, oh, my stick, my stick. You know, it becomes quite a part of you, an extension of you. And as I was saying there, it's like you're it's a piece of nature, and like it's kind of like crafted to like just walk beside you. But like you kind of a lot of noise outside. You kind of feel a connection to the earth without getting a bit too weird. You feel a connection to the earth, and like every step you take with a walking stick, you kind of know something special is going on. There's something a bit different. And if you don't believe me, try to walk with a wooden stick and see how you feel. And if you don't believe me still, imagine that feeling when you're walking along and you see a stick and the stick just says, grab me, take me, and all of this. It calls to you. And there is definitely something in that as well. We're having a piece of nature. Anthony says, when is more root sticks going up? I want to get one. They go up all the time, Anthony. They just they sell all the time too. They're you have to be quick. I'm working on a root stick at the moment. I'm making a little video of, so I'll be putting that up probably over the weekend as well. You have to be quick on the draw. Like I put on 30 sticks today, and 15 of them only lasted probably 10 minutes on the site. So sometimes I'll put a stick up on my website, and within 10, 15 minutes it's gone. It's just look of the day. But Liz, if you've been watching my channel enough, you know I usually upload sticks in the afternoon Irish time, so you can kind of like figure out a pattern of when I'm usually like uploading sticks. Francis, are you still going to do a walking video of that cemetery? I will now, Mary, because completely forgot about it. The last 2 weeks, I have decided to become a hermit and just bury myself into work. I cut out everything, news, everything, and I would just work, 18 hours a day to get as many sticks as possible ready for the Christmas run. Because this year, I want to be ready for it. I want to have enough sticks up there as well. And today is like flying, and the sticks are selling very well at the moment. And people who have bought my stick once, they're buying again. And yeah, so it's people get the sticks within a week and they're happy to reorder. So things are good. Things are good in the stick business. The stick business is still strong, and the more and more people that get used to having a wooden stick and have that connection as well. And there's so many different reasons why someone will buy a wooden stick. Either connection in country, something that's handmade, the energy, the connection to nature. Like there's so many reasons, and every year, maybe it's just Asian population or something, but like every year, sales are going up and up and up. So I am very happy with that. Steve K goes, "Oi, hello, Steve. Is that Steve Kelly? All right, man. Let's see now." Duncan says, "Hello, Francis. When does cutting season officially start for you? Happy harvesting as well." Well, like it just depends on like if you go to higher ground where the temperatures are a bit lower, like you can kind of get a little head start on it. Last year, all my kind of like cutting places that I was looking are quite low, so it really just depends on the temperature in different places. Like the north of Ireland, usually they cut a bit quicker than people down the south, but people in the south, if we go off to say areas like around, that are a bit elevated, around certain counties, not around Kerry actually, because I actually all my cutting places are low lying. But when I go a bit outside of Kerry, you can find some places as well. So it really just depends on. You have to find like where they've had a bit of frost on the very higher grounds and different things. But like I know the Northern Irish boys, they have that advantage because Northern Ireland gets shittier weather than Ireland's like down in the south, like so they in terms of that, like they get a bit colder, they get the frost a bit more, and usually they're always like that. But there's ways around it. People in the south, we can go up higher. We can go up to elevated ground to get to Blackthorn. The only problem with that is like bringing it back to the car as well, which is a pain in the butt trying to haul Blackthorn from an elevated position down. So there's Blackthorn everywhere, and it just depends. Like legally, you are allowed to cut from the 1st of September until the end of February. Legally, you do not require a felling license for hawthorn or blackthorn. Legally, it is coming if you have the right of way and it's on public there's public accessibility that you're walking to as well. The blackthorn there, despite if it annoys people as well, is perfectly legal to cut. You can request the permission of farmers to go onto their land, so you're not trespassing as well. Like there's loads of ways, but like I'm not your everyday skip stick maker. This is my job, full time profession. I know it inside out. Steve K says a nice shine in that knob. That's what. No, that's setting up a joke there as well. Big John Elliott, good evening. How's Frank? Yeah, he's all right. He was up in Fermanagh for my cousin's wedding. I couldn't go because there was some drama I had to deal with. But my dad went to Fermanagh because my cousin Michael John was getting married, and they had it in a castle in Fermanagh, and they bought me back a little bottle of Jameson whiskey and a bit of hardwood as well. My dad said it was blackthorn, but I don't think it is. Uh, let's see, new finish. I have Steve, my man. You're pretty sly, man. I did get a new finish that worked out. The thing about finishes, man, is like they're like a piece of bread, man. You got to get it when the best before dates there, and then you have the temperature of the room right. And like finishes are the bane of everyone's life because sometimes you will buy a finish and you rub it on your stick, and the finish turns out beautiful. Then you buy the same brand, the same thing, and then the next month you do the same thing, and it just doesn't look the same. And it's really weird how different batches of the same finish, like they'll just have like a different type of thing, or they're not all the same. That's what I found anyway, from my experience. Be great if it would. Kenny White says hello from South Carolina. Hello, Kenny. How's everything in South Carolina? I know you guys are probably tired of all the election stuff, but that's all you guys that you're are probably dealing with there at the moment. But was another week or two it'll all be over and life will go on the same as anywhere else. Like, it doesn't matter who comes in, your life pretty much stays more or less the same. Let's see now. Keelan says, local mountains already got snow here. Yeah. And it's just November. Yeah. If you go up to the higher ground, you hit the frost level. So, like, there is ways around, like, to cut a bit earlier. But, like, what always puts me off about the blackthorn on the higher ground is just really physically demanding because, like, usually you have to trek, you might be like a kilometer away from your car and, like, carrying back 10 pieces of blackthorn with thorns, and you have to go back and forth, and you've cut 30 pieces, like that's three back and forth, back and forth. So sometimes it's not the easiest place to get access into, and you have to walk up through, the worst. But these are things you do, and I've done a little bit of videos on the cutting, but like I don't like to show them too much because there's too many these woodworking nerd guys that are like, you're not doing this right, you're not holding this all right, but like you're tired, man. You're trying to hold the phone to take a little video, and it's give you guys a little sneak peek. Wait for the course to see the full amount. Let's see. Keelan says, let me just see if there's anything here on Instagram. No, not okay. Keelan says, and once your knees start going, a good support sticks works wonders. My roommate had to teach me to use a cane. It's like when your knees start to go, you appreciate every step you can take. Okay. I had an operation. It sucked. I couldn't walk for a while. And when I could walk, I had my stick, and every step I take was a joy. And so when something hinders your mobility and something that you take for granted, such as walking, and you need a walking aid to get around, and having this aid just allows you to take a step forward and a step forward. Like, nothing gives you as much joy in the world when that happens as well. And again, these are walking aids. They're meant to help you, and they're great to create memories and different things. And it's keeping with my positivity message, positive McCaffrey as well. That's all I'm doing this kind of Christmas. I'm talking about the feeling you get with a wooden walking stick. Very nice, simple message. Very positive message, and it's going to be what I'll be repeating over and over again. Stephen says, Kennedy. Okay, very good. Duncan says, much like an appliance has a ground to keep from catching fire or becoming inflamed, I believe a natural walking stick helps ground us back to earth and helps us heal more as a walking age. Yeah, it totally does, Duncan. It's like there's just something. I tell you what, buy a walking stick from McCaffrey Crafts, hint, 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 shameless promotion, or from anyone, or just walk with any wooden hiking stick and walk with a plastic one. And like, I'm guarantee you will feel something different. I don't know what it is, but you will walk with a plastic walking stick, then go and walk with a wooden walking stick. And if you think they feel the same, it never happened. I've asked a million people this, and every single time they said, "Yeah, there's something different. You just that connection, the wood grain. There's something there." So because this has happened to so many people, and it's something that is kind of a bit hokey to talk about, I've always been try to like say it in a way that doesn't sound like too kind of like weird or something like that. But like you guys keep saying it to me in DMs, and how it feels. Like the one thing I hear from people when they have a McCaffrey Crafts walking stick or any walking sticks is they want to know how it feels. It's to do with the feeling. They literally get some feeling or sensation from it. And again, I think that's just coming down to have it carrying a piece of nature beside you. You're literally carrying a piece of nature, and a stick is very strong as well, and it seems very solid in your hand. And there's just the whole everything about it, like how it looks. You look at it, the visuals, and it gives you pleasure. Like you love the wood grain, you love the bark in it as well, and it all combines to get some serotonin or something going in your head or whatever. But it definitely has a good feeling as well. It is more than a walking aid as well. Like sticks aren't just tools for walking. Like a walking stick is a reminder to like slow down in life. Okay, sometimes everyone's in a rush going places. A walking stick allows you to slow down, which is what we all need, and allows you to enjoy your journey. Okay. How many times are you like walking like a madman? I need to rush here, I need to rush there, or the kids are there, or the this is there, or I need to go to this office before this time. A walking stick allows you to slow down, allows you to enjoy your journey, and allows you to stay grounded. If I'm wrong, call me out in it, but that's the truth, man. Like I've studied this as well. I have loads of insights. Like sometimes I want to kind of say my little pieces of wisdom, but like I always worry that it'll sound a bit cringy or something. So I might start throwing a few of those videos up in the channel. And I don't know, I like they connect with me, so I hope it connects with you guys. I think just being myself and authentic is kind of like the way to go. Be positive, be nicer to people, and try to be a bit more positive, because like most people in walking aids, they're going through a bad time, and I feel like in the past 12 months, a year, I finally got it, because it happened to me where I was put on my back, I couldn't walk, surgery, all of that. And it humbled me a bit. It definitely changed me for the better. And it's like, and like the another thing about a walking stick, I'm going to go on and say many different things now. Like to everyone who walks with like a walking stick, you're part of this like tradition of explorers and wanderers. Okay, people who have walking sticks, they wander, they explore, and you are joining that exclusive club of people when you take your walking stick as well. There is that tradition as well. And people who wander, they're dreamers. Like they go off on a walk or a hike, they don't know where they're going. They don't have a clue. Like I go on walks, there's left, there's right, there's forward. I'll just hold my stick and be like, I'll go this way. I just wonder. Like, I don't have a plan when I go for a walk or when I'm exploring a forest or I'm going on a hike. I just like know the general area, and then I just see how I feel. Like, there's a sense of, adventure, like, but it's obviously not to the same level as you guys in America, in the States, because in Ireland, like, I'm not going to get eaten by a bear or attacked by a cougar. The only time I'll get attacked by cougar is if I go to certain nightclubs. Doo-doom. Sorry, I have the worst cringe humor, and I like dark humor as well. Linda says, back to work for me. Have a great weekend. Linda, thank you very much. And I respect all working people. People who work are the backbone to our society as well. So everyone who's working has worked as well. Of course, if you're on a walking aid or walking stick and you're out of work, and people that are willing to work, I think, is the backbone to our society as a whole. And this is another positive message that I have as well. That you know, and like the thing is, like, every step you take is a step forward. Keep, like, that's a kind of like walk and stick analogy. Like, and try to bring that into your life. That, like, imagine someone who's just trying to walk with a walking age. Every step is important. Every step is valuable. And like, take this kind of ideology into like everything you're doing in life. And like, I don't know, like, try. This is something I've kind of my own kind of personal type of thing. But like, I need to be moving forward each week. I need to take a step forward, whether it's learning something, trying something new, trying to do something as well. and like I'm not happy with myself if I don't feel like I'm moving forward as well. So maybe it'll work for some of you guys, maybe it won't. Did you get that big straight black tern out of the creek? I did. I actually have it. I have it down there somewhere. I should have dug it out as well. But yeah, I got that one. That was a grade A blackthorn. Usually, like when I'm cutting blackthorn and when I buy it in from the guys who cut for me, because I'm not Superman. I cannot cut 3,000 pieces per year, which I need. I can cut, anything from about 5 to 800 pieces per season. That's what I can get. That's in the places I have find. And like what I do is I have about four guys now who cut blackthorn for me. I pay them to cut the blackthorn, and I'm very fair. I look at the blackthorn, I quality control. If it's a good piece of blackthorn, I will take out the pieces that I want. If there's pieces that I cannot make a walking stick, I'll put them to the side. And I've do this with all the guys who supply me and cut for me as well. And I pay about €10 to €13, depending on the piece of blackthorn. The majority of pieces of blackthorn that I buy from guys who cut. And a lot of these guys who cut, they're not into stick making. They're not going to wait 3 years, 4 years. They need the money now, and I'm quite happy to pay. And say for example, like if you're a guy and you have access to a piece of blackthorn, and the hedge is going to be cleared, because what happens with blackthorn, as a lot of you know, is that a lot of the hedges just get completely cleared and wiped out. And the thing about me as a stick maker is people think I'm going to do that to a hedge, but I just take a piece here, a piece there, walk along, take a piece. Like you're never like taking a whole hedge away or anything like that. And but yeah, it's one of those things that you kind of like need to be aware of, that all the hedges get like really destroyed at this time of year, and so it's just always a shame. So when I go in to cut and find these amazing pieces as well, like I get like two or three people always, what about sustainability, what this, but like the hedges are going to be wiped out completely, and it's there's nothing I can do. I don't own the land. If the farmer wants to like wipe out a whole hedge and do something on that, it's his land. But if he gives me access to go in first and take a bunch of sticks that I can try to make something out of them, something beautiful, something that is timeless and made from nature, I think that's a positive thing. Keeping my message of positivity. I have a question about shillelagh making. Very good. Does it have to be specifically blackthorn or oak for it to be more traditional, or can it be any hardwood? Trying to figure out sourcing where I am. Yeah, this is like a question that always annoys. The answer always annoys people. But for it to be a shillelagh, traditionally it has to be made in Ireland, because it is a national product of Ireland. It's a heritage product. Blackthorn shillelagh making is recognised as being uniquely Irish, and the Crafts Association, the Design Council of Ireland, they have all trying to preserve it as part of Irish heritage, and it is an Irish heritage product. The blackthorn walking stick and shillelagh making as well. So again, it's very important for countries to hold on to their traditional crafts. In my opinion, I think that every country has fantastic, amazing crafts, unique to their area. Like, in the UK, there's some amazing, amazing crafts. There's woolen products. There's such a great craft industry. The stick making that they do in the UK is very different. They put a lot of horn heads and shepherd's crooks, and they do lots of carving and different things. The Irish style is more rustic, more the knob sticks, more the shillelaghs and stuff as well. And so I always feel it, to be like very traditional. It has to be made from blackthorn. Now, when you refer to shillelagh, are you referring to the short sticks or the walking sticks? Because usually people use that term to describe both of them. But in Ireland, the short sticks are called the shillelaghs, and the longer sticks are just blackthorn walking sticks as well. It has been made from oak as well, but predominantly it was made from blackthorn. Oak was used, ash was used, holly was used, and some rowan tree was used as well. From the Patrick O'Donnell book, I've seen they were the type of woods that were in it, and then in the Sean Monahan book, Kerry and the Faction Fighters, they were saying that was as well. And they also, the Limerick guys were the ash guys. There was always specific to them. So for it to be traditional, if you have the opinion that it is a heritage product of Ireland, which I do, and I do, I feel it has to be made, grown, and everything about it has to be uniquely Irish. I think there's nothing wrong in taking pride in Irish heritage and preserving it as well. Despite what people say and different things, oh, and all like this. Um, I want to keep Irish stick making Irish. I want to keep stick making that is uniquely Irish. The style of stick making in Ireland is the shillelagh, it's the blackthorn walking stick, it's a lot of the knob sticks as well. There are some similarities between what happens in Ireland and in the UK in terms of stick making. They in the blackthorn walking sticks in the UK actually were a bit different. They would be more fit in the brass ferrule, they'd be thinner, they would put collars on them. The English style was always about kind of like really kind of like making it more of like a gentleman's game, while the Irish style is more rustic as well. So just because like the blackthorn is synonymous with Ireland and stuff, like it was used in the UK, but no other country really, despite what people will say. It did grow a bit in northern France and a bit of in a few sporadic places, but it was never used as a walking aid traditionally there until people saw the Irish walking stick and it's selling so well. Then like everything in the world, it's become a money issue as well. But yeah, so uh, any hardwood is good to use for a walking stick, but for it to be a traditional shillelagh, it has to come from someone like myself, not me exactly, but anyone on the island of Ireland who has gone out in the winter, and it like it has to be Irish. Sorry to say, like I love my country. I'm very patriotic, and I think there's nothing wrong with loving your country, especially if it's done in a positive way. And my message is pure positivity this Christmas as well. Does different wood react? Sorry, does different wood react differently to the finish? No, different finishes kind of react, and like it depends. Like sometimes, like if you remove the bark and you're just using the bare wood, sometimes it really soak in, soak in. So you put on a finish, it'll soak in. Put on a finish, it'll soak in. Put on another coat, it soaks in, and it's just really soaking in. And if there's like a bit of rot or something in it, that happens like a lot as well. Different finishes do kind of look a bit different on the sticks. Sometimes you can use a lacquer finish. Sometimes you get a high gloss finish, a gloss finish, a satin finish as well. The polyurethanes are always like really glass looking and stuff. The varnishes, they're kind of like a bit more gloopy and stuff, and you have to put coats on and do a lot of polishing. Finishes are just a personal preference and depending on the look you want to get. So for me, I look at the piece of wood and I think of what finish to do as well. But most of you guys like something shiny. Oh, here's a question on Instagram. Ant Mac 89 says, I bought one of your shillelaghs. I love it. I didn't get a chance to use it yet as well, so I appreciate that. Thank you for the comments there on Instagram. Let's see. The blackthorn is being cut to bits up here. Yeah, it's the same everywhere, and it's going to be a hard season. Maybe have to venture down to Kerry. I've pretty much cleared out Kerry. I'm hitting the surrounding counties as well, and I'm all right. This year it's looking like it's all right, but I'm not going to lie, John. I have concerns. Like I had my 2 year supply, assuming very good profitable years as well. I have a bit of a into the third year supply. So because like see the problem with me, John, is that like my sales just go through the roof. And like sometimes I'll have a 5 year supply, but sales just really go through the roof, and then I'll be cut down to a 2 or 3 year. So like I'm kind of down to my like 3 year supply now, which I don't like to be. I like to have a 5 to 7 year supply, always. And that's just like the interest in wooden sticks has really gone up as well. And Mike, I have so much repeat business as well. There's a lot of people that buy my sticks, they come back by a second one, third one, fourth one. And the more people that get used to having a wooden stick as well, they just see that connection to nature as well. And I've talked to a load of people and I've kind of got a good feel for like what, and it's all to do with the feeling as well. Let's see. Brian says, "Great looking sticks." Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that as well. Let's see now. Stephen K says, "Stay positive. Stay positive. Trump for the win. It looks likely. All the bookies are where the bookmakers and the bookies and the betting is. That's always a good place to kind of get an idea because like they try not to get it wrong too much. And um, I think look, I think that from my layman's position, it looks like he's going to get in this election, and hopefully, you know, things will calm down a bit. But like, I think no matter who goes in, like a lot of people's lives stay more or less the same and different like that. So look, if you're American, go out and vote. I think it's important to go out and vote. Um, you know, if you have friends that support herself, whatever her name is, Kamala or something, and then if you have friends that support Trump, have a talk. Like two people that have two different football teams or baseball teams, or something like that. And focus more on the policy differences as opposed to the name calling and stuff. Like on this policy, this is what the Democrats feel, and this policy, this is what the Republicans. And there's not a huge difference on a lot of policies. And like you can debate with your friends about policy and different things, but like he's the evil, he's this, she's like she's dumb and stuff. But she's obviously gone. She's been a lawyer and all that kind of stuff. So like, and then he's obviously not dumb as well, and he's not what they say. So like, it's kind of I kind of looking at US politics, I always feel a bit sad with all the kind of name calling and the back and forth and stuff. Like, basically, it should be just here are our top 7 issues that we're focusing on. This is what we'll do once we get in. Then the other team will go, this is what we do when you get in. Then you look at both sides and say, which policies do I feel the more connection? What do I want? And you just vote for that. Like, that's the way you should approach. Like you shouldn't vote for a certain party because your parents did, their grandparents did, the other grandparents did, and your whole area does. Like, look at the policies. Think right, which one of these, like maybe benefits you, benefits society, and whoever, and then just that's it. And whoever wins wins, and your life will go on more or less the same the next day after. There's no radical changes. Change doesn't happen that radically as well, and let's just hope things calm down. Good day, Linda. As Scooby Mike says, could you build a whole religion around walking sticks the way you talk about it? Yes, you probably could. You probably could actually. You could like. It's not that difficult to start a cult around anything. I guess you just need that first one true believer, and then you need that kind of really vocal, semi crazy person to go out and shamelessly promote you and talk about you, and then recruit different people and stuff. But yeah, like sadly you can start probably cults around everything. So but I don't know, I think I have a bit of a cult following you guys. I think you kind of find me a bit interesting as well, I hope. And maybe I'll put my wisdom down someday as well. But yeah, like it's I think that for a lot of people they find great solace in religion and it helps them. And I like to focus on the positive aspects of all religions. If it brings meaning to you, it helps you to be a better person and it genuinely adds positive influence on your life, then believe what you like, lads. And if it ticks all those boxes, it's fine. But if people believe in different things around the world, but fundamentally they have the same idea: be good, don't be bad. That's it. Let's see. Mary says, "Hi, Steve." Tell it, Steve, as well. Very good. Garen, how are things with you, my man? Let's see. Let's see. Tactical says, "I just made my first Celtic knot pattern on an oak walking stick. You're an inspiration. Thank you, my man. I like hearing that. In some way, I've inspired someone to do something, and you've taken great enjoyment on that. And carving on hardwood is not the easiest thing in the world, and a piece of oak as well. It's tricky and stuff, but that feeling you get when you get to your destination in terms of you got the Celtic knot and you feel good about that. You show people and everyone's good. And if that one guy puts the comments that puts you off, just ignore him and stuff as well. See, I don't know what that means, so I won't say it in case it's something bad. Let's see. I agree with your method of harvesting. I think when harvesting anything from the natural environment, should be careful and not take too much. Here's the thing: you can't take too much of blackthorn. Like, there's not like it's rare that you can kind of find a piece that's long enough to make a stick. So you need a big areas to do that as well. And like it's a thorny bush with things going everywhere. You're taking a branch here and there. Like the plant is fine and stuff. And like when you take up a root, like the roots go 30 feet in every way. So like 5 or 6 meters away, it's popped up again. 5 or 6 meters popped away. It's not like you're digging up the root and killing the blackthorn. Blackthorn is notorious for taking over land, and it's like the Freddy Krueger of sticks, like on wood. It just keeps coming back, and the thorns flick up like Freddy's knives. Um, so like there's a lot of hysteria around people just causing drama and so sustainable and stuff, and like the thing is about these guys is like they're just useless. Their points are like non-existent. Don't give them any airtime and stuff. Keelan says, "Good to know. I'll definitely be sure to get a shillelagh from you someday." Very good. Very good. So a lot of guys actually have said that and actually have actually done that as well. There's a few in the channel that have been on there for a long time that haven't, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter. Like, sales have been so strong and stuff. So like, if you guys join in the live stream, you're under no pressure to buy from me. Just relax. If money's tight and you don't want to stick, it's fine. You can join in anyway, have a bit of a laugh. We can talk about different things as well. Of course, I'm going to try to sell my sticks, buy my sticks, buy my sticks, buy my sticks. But like, I'm not going to be sad if you don't, or insulted or anything as well. It's fine. Once you contribute in a positive way, say something good, ask an interesting question, start a discussion. I'm good with that. You get my respect, especially if you're a working person as well. You practice sustainable black soil harvesting. It's kind of hard sometimes when they come along and the government says, cut your hedge, we give you €10,000, and the farmers go in and wipe the hedge, collect their money, and yeah, that's sustainable. But like, blackthorn is one of those, like, it always finds a way to grow, and it always comes back and annoys people. It's not as bad as those Japanese, what you call it, knotweed. The Japanese knotweed, they're growing like crazy, causing a lot of problems. I'm referring to the longer ones. Thanks for mentioning distinction. Yeah, like the majority of blackthorn bushes you can't get nothing out of. You'll find, ooh, blackthorn, baby. Oh, this is so good, and you go looking. Oh, it's too short. That's too bendy. I can't take this out. And like, it's really annoying. You gotta like get right into the hard to reach places to find the sticks. Like, that's the thing. A lot of guys will find blackthorn around like a lot of the hedgerows, and they go, "Oh, I found a huge patch of blackthorn." Then they go there and they look, and there's nothing there. And like, I'll come back next year, and nothing there as well. It's just too twisty, and it's you need an overgrown hedge. You need to go into the middle of the hedge where it's looking for the light. That's where you find the best walking sticks. It's annoying to get them. It's annoying to carry them out. You get thorns, you get different things as well. But yeah, but any of you guys want to cut blackthorn for me as well, if you have 30, if you cut 30 pieces of blackthorn, say 15 pieces in the morning and 15 pieces in the evening, that's a handy €300 minimum that you get. There you go. Let me check them. That's fine. One piece sticks I can make. There you go. So I anyone who genuinely wants to sell me pieces of blackthorn, I buy from. Unless they come and say, "Oh, I'll take €60 for for one piece of wood that I cut." And this is not a chance, my friend, because it doesn't work like that. Hazel too. I have plenty of hazel sticks made as my emergency stash actually from last year. I have a lot of hazel. I just don't get the chance to push it as much, which I should do. And like, I've been uploading loads of blackthorn this week, so blackthorn always sells like way faster than hazel as well. Let's see. The Ninth Monk says, "Hello, Francis. Was just on your website earlier and ordered a blackthorn for myself, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much for going and doing that." Let's see. Let me just check the Instagram, see if any messages are coming in there. Nope. Keelan says, essentially, it's going to come from someone from Ireland and someone who effing gets it as well. All right, fair enough. Thank you. I do appreciate that. But like, the thing is, just support if you genuinely care about my lovely country, Ireland, and you generally want to help. You buy direct from Irish crafts, and support the craft industry. I think that's the way to go as well. And I think, like, there's a lot of these small businesses out there, and they can survive. But a lot of small business out there, they're just, they're a bit too shy to put themselves out there for ridicule online. Well, I don't really mind. You say whatever you want to me. Like, I literally lose no sleep about it. Um, Francis, Fox Umbrellas used to make a Blackthorn Shillelagh umbrella, but sadly discontinued it. Do you know anyone else who did this? I did a few. But like, the piece of heavy wood made it kind of annoying, because like, with the umbrella you needed like, you needed there was a time that like, I was watching this Italian guy who made these wooden umbrellas, and he had the stick, and I watched him for ages. And he sell them for like about 300 to €500 per piece. And he'd only make a few each week. I can't remember the guy. He's very famous, and like, I was always like, oh, I'd like to do an umbrella. And then like, say for example, like, you get a piece of blackthorn and you just cut it like, the little shillelaghs and stuff. And like, it's a lot of work for less reward. Like, I can make this into shillelagh. Say for example, I cut it here. It's a shillelagh. If I cut it here and drill into it and get the pieces, put it together, it's like a jigsaw putting everything together. And then I found that like with the blackthorn, it's quite heavy at the bottom and it puts a little bit of weight and it's kind of annoying as well. But there's generally a market for a piece of blackthorn. And blackthorn is just I feel that sometimes for an umbrella you might need a bit of a lighter piece of wood, and maybe like a rowan tree or a hazel might be a bit better on it as well. But like I did actually make one off this thing before, and I had a three ash walking sticks, or sorry, umbrellas, and I gave it a serious looking into. I was searching how to do it, how to construct it. I was going to do it myself. Then I looked at like two factories if they wanted to do it, and then like the size of the market isn't that big as well. Like, sadly, like a lot of people just buy the cheap umbrellas and that's serves their needs and they get destroyed in the wind and that's it. There's not like a huge market for someone who's going to pay a lot of money for a product that is like so cheap and readily available, like in terms like a lot of umbrellas are. So it's kind of hard one to make a business model around. Um, Buy his sticks. I did. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that as well. I appreciate everyone who buys one of my walking sticks. Um, I like knowing that I've been useful to society, and I get a bit of a buzz out of it when you guys are buying my sticks and you're using them as well. It does look. Not gonna lie, feels good, man. Feels good doing something right. Hello, Francis. Thank you so much for your quality work. I just received my shillelagh stick about a week ago. Absolutely lovely it. Does anyone on the fence about purchasing one? Do it. Yeah, like because here's the thing: if you see one of my sticks and you really like it, then you wait. Someone else usually buys it, and then you message me all angry and giving out, and you want that exact sticks. Can I make the exact same stick as again? And they're kind of one of a kind items, and like, it's not my fault if the stick you're looking at sells. It's I'm happy, but like I'll try my best to recommend another stick as well. But like if you see a stick you like, just go for it straight away because chances are someone else. And we're coming into Christmas run for like we're in the 1st of November now. Usually about the 7th of November is when from the 7th to about the 28th is it just goes crazy. And then like Black Friday is actually a bit quiet because everyone is focusing on the big brands and the big companies. So usually when Black Friday happens, which is the end of November, usually on that day I get like a zero sale day, which is really weird because there's so much and everyone's buying else things. And then like in Cyber Monday and Cyber Tuesday, then things go pretty crazy. And then it goes pretty strong right until about the 10th or 11th of December, which is like the last orders to get in for the Christmas run that you can send by couriers. But yeah, like if you are interested in Christmas presents, just the sooner the better. Get them, by the end of November is the safest. To be honest, there's no problem sending by couriers on up until about like the 10th of December, something like that. The couriers, like they do tend to like get things done as quickly as possible for Christmas, and they put the pressure on. They have some extra staff and teams. Avoid UPS guys. Sorry to say, they have some issues and internal delays, and their sorting center in Germany is has loads of problems that I've seen firsthand. Internally with a number of my orders. FedEx, like them or not, they are the best at the moment. DHL are all right, but they're like internal systems sometimes bill me incorrectly for the volumeric weight, so I find that a bit annoying. So FedEx I found to be the best one at the moment. Um, and yeah, that's basically my advice on that. Florida Dasses, and trust me, as a lawyer, I can tell you firsthand, lawyers can be dumb as rocks as well. Yeah, it's interesting that you said that as well. But like I no, because she like she went into court and would like look at different evidence, and I've seen some of the cases that she's in and different things. Like I don't think she's like dumb, but it comes to like, is she the most competent person to be like the leader of your country as well? And like when you watch her interviews as well, it's very hard to really engage. Like when she has the well scripted and well researched things as well. And look how it works in America. Like 45% of the country will always vote blue. 45% will always vote red. If you put a brick up and says this brick is a blue brick and this brick is a red brick, they're getting 45% of the vote. And then you have, the swing states and stuff where people are kind of like going back and forth. And the two sides are always trying to like, go back and forth. But I don't know, like in Ireland, we have a few political parties and, but whatever works, works. And the thing about America is it always grinds on forward. It always moves forward, and it has a culture of innovation and business. And once you have that backbone, and you have the dollar as your currency, which is still the world's currency, and there's nothing that's going to threaten that. I feel in a long time. The euro's nowhere close to it. The yuan, digital currencies now, like it's the US dollar is fine. Of course, like it has issues, inflation. The dollar being devalued and different things. But like it's going to be a while yet. It's going to be a while. Let's see. Mary's laughing away. Let's see. That we wanted to make a Dungeons and Dragons character who makes a cult around their walking stick business. If any of you illustrators are out there, you want to make a comment around me starting a stick making cult. Actually, that's a great thing for a horror movie, and I have a few ideas for a few horror movies. Like one is around the Puck Fair Festival, and there's so many different festivals, and there's like there's a lot of sinister type of undertones to a lot of Irish festivals, and a lot of kind of evil undertones and stuff, and a lot of like pagan traditions that were kind of rebranded by the church and stuff. And yeah, there's I feel there's definitely an untapped amount of things you can do in Irish storytelling in terms of like making it into like movies and web series and different things. I feel that like Ireland just gets a bit too comical sometimes and takes away from something that's like a bit more hard hitting as well. There would probably be a goblin or a kobold or something like that as well, probably. Would love to send a nice cedar walking stick I'm working on as well. Yeah, very good. I'd love to see that when you're finished on as well. I do accept anything that you guys want to send. Did you buy any Japanese saws yet? I didn't, James. I'm quite happy with the crappy Irish sauce that I have, even though the Japanese ones are better. And I don't know. I've just kind of I'm used to what I have. Sometimes I probably should get new saws. My dad's always giving out to me, "Why are you using that saw again?" And I goes, I'm all right with it. I kind of use my tools until they're really bad, and even when they're bad, I still keep using them as well. But yeah, that's just one of those things. I sold me. I just bought the 39 inches with the dark knob. I've been eyeing it for a few days. Appreciate that. Like, yeah, no, because it happens quite a lot because like we're just coming into the Christmas run. I can see like there's 20, 30 visitors like per hour on my website. I'm getting a lot of questions from people. And like I know from every year and every Christmas run and stuff, like guys, they keep looking at it. I'll buy next week, the next week, but like it goes then and then they're upset and then I just want to be positive, man. I don't want to be dealing with, oh, do this, do that, and like don't blame me if the courier's a day late as well. Like I had one lady on my Facebook and her courier is supposed to be delivering it on the Wednesday and it didn't deliver it till the Friday. And like I had to like hide her comments and stuff. She was going berserk and different things. But it's, sometimes a courier is going to be a day or two late. They had a hold up on different systems that they use. And it will get there. Like, that's all good. Let's see now. Does YouTube not let you link to your website? It does. I have a link on my have a link to my website on my YouTube, and maybe not in the description like per videos, but on the channel it allows you to have one as well. So that is all good. Let's see. Clark Sargent says, I have a hazel walking stick from you on the way, and from you currently. Just landed in Tennessee from Germany. A few more days till New York, is it, or till is that Thanksgiving or something? Second stick from you, but first hazel. The hazel ones are great. I should push them, promote them away more. I just kind of like I'm so set in my ways, and like I'm used to kind of promoting the blackthorns and different things as well. The hazel is a fantastic stick, and I have some of the best hazel ever that you'll see in the market, and I have 100, 200 pieces, and it's just like I have to upload sticks to my website. You see, I individually picture and price every stick that you see on my website. I one by one, I take the pictures, I reformat them, I do a little bit of editing, then I upload the pictures one by one to my website. It takes time. Then I have to fix them and re-optimize them. So like it's quite time consuming a lot of the tasks that I do. But for you guys, when you go to my website, you'll see 400 or 500 sticks. Everything you see on my website is available to purchase. It's not like you'll get something like this. You see the stick you like, you buy it, boom, I'll get the message. I'll pack it the next day. FedEx, like, boom, you'll have it within 5 to 6 days max. Usually, unless you're off the beaten track or something like that. Do you ever make a U stick? I have. I have actually. I have made. Did I have one? I sold them all. They always sell. So U is a protected wood in certain countries. So like when I made the U one, U is like the one that always grows around the graveyard and stuff. And very pale wood. Not much go on. It doesn't. It's hard to tell like it's a U wood when you see it, but like it's a nice one as well. I like working with it. I like working with holly. I'm probably I'm still trying to decide like what to do next. I like because I'm going to this weekend. I'm going to upload as many sticks I'm working on. I've put on a load of sticks. I have a load of small shillelaghs. I have about another 30 of them to upload. I have another 30, 40 more walking sticks. Then after that, I'm going to start. I don't know. I feel like doing hay or sorry, the holly. I have this. I just want to work on holly because I haven't done with it a lot, and I have a lot of nice pieces. So maybe for a week I'll do a bit of holly because I think I'll have enough blackthorn done. Uh, hello, fellow blackthorn idiots as well. And hey, Will, how are things with you? Let's see, Gregory, who is a great lad. Your sticks are the difference of me getting out and about or not. You've got amazing sticks up this year. Gregory, man, you're a gentleman. You do the dog competitions as well, and you've been a great supporter. You've reached out to me. You're always positive. You're a great guy, Gregory, and we need more people like you in the world who are actually just decent gentlemen. And yeah, you're a good guy, and like I'm really happy that it's so true that when you're a man and you need that walking aid and you're a bit slow to get it, but the minute you get that and you can kind of walk a bit better, you can get out, it's great for your mental health as well. It's a good thing to be able to do. Let's see, hi to Frank and Aaron as well, as always. Thank you, Mary. Is it too early to be cutting, Francis? I hear conflicting opinions. I answered it earlier, but I'll answer it again for you, Will. um for in the north of Ireland, they usually have temperatures that get a bit lower, and when it goes to kind of freezing, it's the best time to cut. In the south, the only way that I can cut now at this time of year is on the higher ground that has already got a bit of frost. And usually I have to go up the mountains, and there's little boreens and roads up the mountains, and there's a few little ravines and a few things where I can get blackthorn. So usually you try to wait for as long as possible and have the patience, because once that first frost. Now last year a number of my places that I cut the blackthorn were on quite low areas, so I couldn't. So you're hearing conflicting opinions depending on who you're speaking to as well. Is it too early to cut here in County Kerry? Yes. Is it too early to cut on high ground in County Kerry? No, it's not, because they've already had temperatures drop considerably, and they're you go up the mountains, you'll see it's a bit different than in the lower lying areas. So it really just depends on that as well. If you're going and cutting all the blackthorn that is still on the low areas and the frost hasn't hit in, you're just you're going to learn the hard way. It's not going to season right. It's going to split really badly all down there. It's too problematic as well. There's no shortcuts in blackthorn. Like the thing about blackthorn stick making is it exposes you for who you are, and it humbles you as well. And you have to have the respect for the woods and the patience to do it as well. And thank you, sir. No problem at all, Greg. You're a sound lad. Someday we'll meet up and have a chat. I must go over to the UK sometime and just hang out with a few people as well. After this Christmas run, I gotta go to Asia for a month, sort out my soccer business that I'm setting up there, and then come back here, and then maybe next summer I might go on tour, see some of you guys around the world. Go to UK, go to America. Might be interesting to make some video content. What wood is best for someone who's walking for long distances? Um, Something that's a bit light. If you're walking for long distances, you start to feel it on your wrist. So don't go for something that's like too heavy, because you start to feel it. The heavier sticks are fine for like short distances. So usually something like as long and as thin as possible. Usually for long distances, hiking sticks are better than walking aids. So I'd recommend the hiking sticks that are 54-inch and about 300 grams, no more than 400 grams. About 280 to about 380 grams is plenty. So you don't want anything that's too heavy. So that would be my advice for long distance walking as well. And just look, you know yourself, like if if you're with a stick and you feels right and you're okay walking, but like if you feel a bit tired, rest up. Like, there's not a competition. Like, and you don't overdo it when you're walking. Thanks to some very similar to the mushroom seasons, the cycles of nature. Yeah, uh, I do like mushrooms. I do like eating it as well. I tend to stay away from the magic mushrooms because I like to be in control. I don't like to do anything which makes me like out of control. As people who know me in the real world and stuff, I do like to be in control of everything. I don't like to drink a lot because I don't feel like I'm myself. I feel I don't know. Everyone each to themselves, but for me, like alcohol or substances, I just feel as a kind of sign a weakness for me. I like to kind of have my wits about me because you never know when you go to battle. You never know. You always have to be on high alert. Let's see. Bamboo works well for me as well. Yeah, bamboo is quite an interesting wood, and very much like in Asia, they use a lot of the bamboo canes. And Charlie Chaplin, he was into blackthorn walking sticks in his later career, but he was well known for having his like a bamboo walking aid as well. And yeah, so if you guys have any more questions, because I might have to go soon. I usually do it for about an hour, but if you have any other questions or want to talk about anything, just feel free. I'll answer any more questions. If there's no questions, I'll get on my merry way and back to working probably. I probably need to eat. As you see, like it's the thing about the Christmas run is that like if you watch my videos, like I usually start off pretty good, and by as I start, I don't have time to shave, I don't have time to eat, I start to look run down, and it's one of those things you do have to do quite a lot during the Christmas run, but the harder you work, the more you get out of it, and it's see. What's for takeaway tonight? I don't know. Like I've gone back to my fasting. So today all I've eaten is I've had nuts, almonds, I've had some strawberries, and I had this stannial yogurt to reduce your cholesterol. So I had that at 12 o'clock today, and now it's like 7 p.m. I am a bit hungry, and I'm wondering, do I blow all the hard work and go for a fry up or takeaway or something, or do I stay healthy and try to? So that's the quandary that I'll have after this live stream. I'll have to think about. Let's see. Clark says that Stow Stick I've been watching was on page 1 last week. Now it's on page 13. Yes, I've uploaded that many sticks. Have you really posted that many sticks in a short time? Yes, I have, Clark. Um, I have posted, 13 pages of sticks, and Sachi says, eat a steak. I was eating loads of steak. And then the doctor was like, your cholesterol's going through the roof, my lad. Like, calm down with the meat eating and stuff. And there's no winning, but I do like steak. Does chestnut make for good steak? Yes, it does. It's a hardwood. It's beautiful wood. Hazelnuts, blackthorns, the cream in the coffee. Take care, all. Very good. Let's see. Got a stick. Let's see. Oh, Dean, my man, got a stick in shop this week and met Francis. Absolute gent. Thanks again for the book. Dean is a gentleman. I don't know how to describe the guy. He came in with his wife and his lovely family, and he's got his daughter and the new baby as well. And such a respectful guy. And he's getting involved. I know you're getting involved in stick making, and he's made some sticks. And like they're as good as you'll see anywhere. He made some really nice knob sticks, and he's taken it up as a hobby, and he came like I love guys like Dean when they come to the shop. Like he was so respectful. Like for me, if you watch my channel, it's like all about respect. Like, sometimes guys they make sticks, they come in here and like they don't mean to do it, but they're very insulting, or they'll say something to put you down, or different things. But like Dean is this one of these great guys that is just he has this enthusiasm for stick making, and he really gets it about the Irish heritage aspect of a heritage crash like Blackthorn. And he really kind of understands that, like, guys like himself and his attitude, and like myself as well, that we have the right reasons for doing stick making. Like for me, it's a heritage craft. I like to protect it, like to keep it uniquely Irish as well. And yeah, Dean, you're a great guy, man. Like come down again sometime, and hope your Easter, or sorry, your Halloween went well. And I think you're getting married soon enough, if I remember. And I hope your daughter wasn't in Joe Shea's the toy shop. I hope I was sorry. When Dean was in here as his daughter, and I recommended the toy shop, which is just 2 doors down. So I hope she didn't cost too much in that shop. But great guy. Can't if you ever need help in anything, Dean, just reach out to me as well. I'd be happy to anything you're involved in, anything you need me to promote. If you want to promote anything on my channel anytime, just hit me up and happy. You're a great guy. You know, you've got my respect as well in the encounter we had as well. So thanks very much. Mary says go for the burger and something as well. I do like that. Guess what? Like you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna treat myself to what I eat. I gotta like sometimes this fasting too much, you know. Everything can be done in cycles. I'll fast again next week in the middle of the week. Maybe today I just let loose. You know, I've been working off like I've been working like you can't believe what I've been doing for the past like, 3 weeks and stuff, or 4 weeks since I came back from Thailand. I've been just working nonstop, like going at it, uploading sticks, making sticks, finishing sticks, sticks from when I wake up to when I go. And I just wanted to really be ready for this Christmas run. And I am actually, it's going to be the first time that my website is well stocked. I have plenty of stock to go through. Like, it's so weird. Like in the space of a week, your website, everything can go. It's like happened to me so many times as well. Let's see. VY says, let's see. Hi, Francis. Barney from California here. My dad's sticks have short nubs and thorns. Very good to hear. Let's see. Lars of the North says on Instagram, I keep coming close to buying a cane, but cancel at the last second. I'm worried about height. How do you know what is correct for me? Lars, just ask, my man. No problem at all. Like, how tall are you? Tell me how tall you are. I'll tell you how the stick that you need to get. It's easy. So just if you're still watching there, Lars, just put in Instagram how tall you are, and I'll tell you what stick to get. If you don't know about the size, just DM me, man, and I'll be happy to help you select the correct size. Um, let's see. I notice your streaks tend to have none. No, they do. They just sell. They're not on the sites, and they sell quicker than the rest of them. Is that the style you feel most people like? People like all different styles. It's like it's so weird. Like some people like painted black, some like knobs, sometimes like the smoother. The guys that do the martial arts stuff. Sometimes they use them as walking aids, but sometimes they want it. There's all different ways. Lars and Nord, you're 5'11", 36-inch stick. 36-inch will be fine for your height. So anything 36-inch. If you see a 39-inch stick you like, buy it. I'll cut it to 36. Send me a message just to remind me to cut it. So there's no problem at all. Let's see now. And thanks for your comments as well. I see. I kind of like the feel of the thorns while holding it mid stick. Let me know your thoughts on thorn bases. Um, I'm just a stick maker, and I try to make as many varieties of sticks that you guys in the communities like to buy. Some people like a lot of the thorns. Some people they don't like the thorns. Some people want it smooth. Some people want it rustic. Some people like a really shiny and polished. Someone like a more like it's so like what I try to do is just make sticks for all the different types of people that I have learned want sticks, and I you know there's no there's not like I have a tendency just to push one or the other. Like it's really personal preference. Like everyone's so different. It's like people like different styles of clothes. People have different haircuts. Everyone's their own unique person, and that's the beauty of a stick. You just the stick that you like, and that's what you want as well. But yeah, like the guys that want to hold it like mid staff when they're walking, like some people like use it as a walking aid. Some people like it to hold it mid staff, and they just want something like it's a bit smooth, like that and stuff. Because if it has all the thorns in it, you're trying to hold it mid staff, like it's probably not the most comfortable because it always going. But some people like they hold it at the top and use as walking aid, and all the thorns in it looks kind of like badass and stuff like and things. So it's a very stylistic type of thing. It's a very personal type of thing. And yeah, there's no right or wrong way with a lot of these things. You just see what you like and go for it as well. Okay, guys, I have come to the end of the live stream, and thank you so much for joining, and thank you for so much for being part of the community. I have been working really hard and just putting sticks on the website. I will continue to do that this weekend. Pull the trigger, metaphorically, of course, on buying the stick, not literally. If you see something you like, go for it. And the live chat function on my website goes to my phone. I'll try to respond to you if I'm awake. Send me messages, send me DMs if you have any questions before you buy. I'm not sure about the size. Message me. I'll help you calculate it. There's a million different ways you can calculate it, and usually when you're within an inch of your ideal height range, it'll still feel comfortable. So if you're not sure of anything, message me. Beforehand. And thank you so much, guys. I'm out of here. thank you for watching, and I'll try to put a nice positive image, and yeah, a nice positive message out this Christmas as well, about natural walking sticks. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Okay, bye bye.